owned by father and son team Alan and Sam Fairs, and we're based in Suffolk. Alan Fairs started farming a few hundred acres in Suffolk in the 1960s, and now the farm stretches to nearly 4,000 acres of combinable crops. Most of the land's owned by a handful of absentee landlords, and that's all farmed on a share farm basis. In the 1990s, Sam returned home from university and joined his father in the family business. By then they were growing about 1,000 acres of rapeseed amongst other crops, which was sold off to merchants after harvest and eventually hauled by lorry down to the vegetable oil refinery in East London, where the oil was extracted from the seed in a rather nasty process involving petroleum solvents and very high temperatures. If you knew about it, you probably wouldn't buy refined vegetable oil. Meanwhile, the British government was extolling the virtues of the Mediterranean diet, rich in olive oil, and trying to convert the population over to healthier foods to try and improve the health of the nation. For Sam Fairs at the time, none of this really added up. So he decided to do something about it. He employed the services of a graduate for 3 months, and he gave her a sack of rapeseed, he gave her a bottle of olive oil, and asked her to make the equivalent of the oil out of the rapeseed. Well, 3 months later, she came back with a bottle of beautiful golden oil and reported that it could be very simply squeezed from the seed, and nutritionally it was better than olive oil on just about every count. Not only that, it tasted great. So Sam went out and purchased a small press, a simple bottle filler, and a lorry container into which he housed them. And that was the start of Hillfarm Oils back in 2004. Today, Hillfarm's distributed nationally through Tesco, Waitrose, Sainsbury's, Costco, Big as well as being stocked by a large number of more regional outlets. Tomorrow, Hillfarm really wants to be exporting to countries like China, whose cooking style uses large quantities of vegetable oil because it's stir-fry based. And China doesn't produce enough oil to meet their needs. In fact, a big industry in China is buying up used cooking oil, cleaning it up and selling it back to the food industry. That really can't be healthy. So, having had the health benefits of olive oil drummed into us from a really young age, why should the world now be buying cold-pressed rapeseed oil? Well, for one, it's very healthy. It has less than half the saturated fat of olive oil. It has 11 times more omegas in it than olive oil. And the version we produce, the cold-pressed version, is rich in vitamins and antioxidants that aren't in the refined version. Secondly, it's very versatile. Fry, roast, dress, bake is our strapline. And because of its high smoke point of 230 degrees, it doesn't burn when you cook with it, unlike olive oil, which burns at 70 degrees. And when it burns, its molecular structure changes, as you scientists will know, and it becomes carcinogenic. Rapeseed oil is also 100% natural, and in the case of Hillfarm, it comes from just one farm. Compared with olive oils, all but the most expensive olive oils are blends of olives from multiple countries of origin, not many of them from the Mediterranean even, and it's then diluted to a minimum EU standard. The blending's often done in Italy or Spain, and then the oil is given an authentic sounding Italian name. It's all a big con trick. So this is quite a difficult message to get across, especially in a foreign language, and especially one that I don't speak as well, although the health message does seem to be universally understood. As a business, Hillfarm is export ready. We have the capacity to grow more seed, we can press more seed, and we have the capacity to bottle more oil. We've dabbled in exports to Australia and the Philippines, and we have a growing business in Holland, which in fact ends up in the cosmetics industry, such as the versatility of our oil. Now we're looking to grow this export side of our business, and that's why I'm really pleased to be able to sit here today and talk to you about Hillfarm Oils and where we're heading. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lawrence. That's brilliant. What's
the oil like for protecting you against the sun? Is that any good?
Try it.
No. What, here? No.